I'm William Byrne. 31 years ago, I wrote, illustrated, and self-published a 24-page black and white comic book called Max Burger P.I. Max Burger P.I. is about a mutant hamburger private investigator, born from a microwave explosion 17 years ago, who solves crimes and battles his brother the Mad Burger, part cyborg, part hamburger, and who lives in the sewers and plots to take over the world and reshape it to his dark vision. Now I'm planning to re-release Max Burger P.I. number 1 in a longer 48-page story with all new art. I hope you will back my Indiegogo campaign. Thank you. Hey, welcome everyone. Morning. How's everyone doing? Yeah. So I guess the catchy title got you hooked in, huh? So yeah, don't see much into the comic book stuff here. Just thought I'd come in for a little bit, unless somebody gets me chatting here, and we may go on for hours, maybe, you know. So I got some artwork done. Got the page over here just about done. I got some more details to do to it, windows and stuff like that. So that'll be page 46. So I'm expanding the graphic novel to 52 pages. So I am going to reveal the villain in the first issue, which I didn't want to do, but I thought I'd do that. They don't battle or nothing. I know it's not that exciting, but it's tired and true. Like a villain shows up in the first issue, battles the hero. He dies, like in the Ninja Turtles. So this doesn't happen this time. And I am streaming on YouTube right at the moment and Facebook. I did somehow made a mistake yesterday and didn't stream on Hey Del. And didn't stream on YouTube. Somehow I made a mistake and didn't click the right button. And I only streamed on Facebook yesterday. So soon I probably won't be streaming on Facebook. I'll be streaming on YouTube. So if you want to go over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, it's just Take Out Comics, and you'll be able to find it. Just join, and then if anything goes on with Facebook or I'm no longer here in Facebook or something like that, you can always go over to YouTube and subscribe there. So took in my DVD player, DVD/VCR in yesterday to get repaired. So one thing I forgot to bring, the repair guy wanted this. So I'm going to have to bring it up to him today. I got to have TV while I'm watching. I can have, I can have YouTube running. I can hear it from behind me, but I tend to want to turn around. Since my drawing table is right here, my TV is over on this, trying to get my finger pointed that way, to the side, or right where the poster is. And my computer is behind me. There's no... I don't like turning around watching... I don't mind turning my head to watch TV, but... it's just... it doesn't work out that way, so... I gotta... And Brian send a Facebook love, and Dell like the video going on here. So, what would you like to talk about today, guys? I don't have much of a plan to go talking. Anything you want to know about Max Burger or something that you haven't asked? Oops, don't want to. I got a whole stack of CDs and stuff on my desk, and I'm afraid it was gonna on my tray here. So I'm afraid it's gonna fall. So, and I got a movie here, which I gotta rewatch again. How many people like this one? You know, for two guys that were small independent, this really took off, and I think a lot of people back in the '80s felt that they're going to hit the jackpot like Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird did. Oh, I'm getting some notifications from Facebook. Probably should turn off that notification thing. Apparently, StreamYard says that you shouldn't be running if you're streaming on Facebook and you're streaming on Facebook, you shouldn't be going into Facebook. You should have that tab closed down. So StreamYard just gives me a page here where I can, see myself on the monitor with a camera here. So yeah. Now, I did get a few people come in. I guess the catchy title today got people's eyes. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about today. I just thought I'd just come on for a few minutes. And sorry, I'm looking away. I'm looking at some cassettes here. Got a tongue's not working. Sheena Easton cassette right here. Now, I had a discussion yesterday on my Facebook when I showed some pictures of my old TV. That's 40, I guess it'd be 40 years old. People saying they're going to start. One person said they were going to start up a GoFundMe to get a flat screen TV. But the TV just fits fine there. I'm happy with it. Maybe I'll get some more people coming in. I'm going to wear my hat. How does this look, guys? Look better? And yeah, so yeah, I don't need another TV. That's fine. I ever move out of this place to another place, I'll hire somebody to lift up the TV. So I got some photo editing to do today. I'm going to head out to take some pictures. It's a bit cool out this morning. So yeah, I noticed some stuff are being canceled. Santa Claus Parade is being canceled this year. There's a whole bunch of conventions canceled. I hope all this foolishness goes away by next year, and we can all get back into conventions, because I like to be able to come out to a convention and see people. It's been a while since I really sat down and I was at a convention earlier this year. That was Kitchener Comic-Con. I hear bad things about the organizers of the show, but I have no problem there. I really don't. I meet some really fantastic fans. The event is free. What else can you ask for? Met I met a really cool actor. There was some controversy with him, but I had no problems with him. He seemed like a nice guy. There was a lot of cosplayers there. I sold enough books to pay for my gas. I had to come into Kitchener and have a meal. So I was quite happy with that, I only lived 20 minutes away from the town. So it didn't really burn that much gas. And yeah, had a great old time. Hopefully it goes on next year. I'm hoping everything will go back to normal next year. Comic-Con, Fan Expo, I'd like to go to that. Fan Expo was just nuts. I don't know if anybody here has gone to Fan Expo or mention any kind of convention that you've been to. Like I've been to Chicago, but it's been a long time since I've been to Chicago. I went to Chicago before 9/11. And where else was I? San Diego. I was there once. San Diego was beautiful. And I didn't know the place was so big. I only was on one floor. I got to meet the writer and producer of the animated Spider-Man series, John Simpson. Tongue is not working. So I met, some really good people there. Stepan, and who else did I meet? I had some interesting interactions with people. Got interviewed at Dragon Con. Dragon Con was the weirdest con I ever been to. Yeah, it was fun going down to Atlanta for Dragon Con. They didn't even know I was coming. I had called weeks ahead, months ahead to reserve a table. And I get down, they didn't have a table for me, but somebody didn't show up. I ended up getting his table, which was a bonus. The washroom in the washroom in the room was running all night, and I didn't get it fixed until almost before I was ready to go. Yeah, I've got some people on Facebook commenting on a picture. I took a picture of what I was watching. I threw in the the VCR works on the DVD/VCR machine. Now it's a recordable DVD player. Now I took it into the to the electronics guy, or the the repair guy was a little not sure that he could fix to get it to work for recording as well. Because I wanted to burn some more a copy over to DVD, some tapes. So maybe I might have to buy some other kind of a machine I can hook up to the computers. But anyway, I took a picture of it was called Destination Alpha Base, Alpha Base or something like that. And but it was originally called Space 1999. But I guess when it aired, it was renamed because we were this taping of the channel I taped it off was, I guess, in the 1999 or something like that, or it was almost the year 2000, and I guess they just rebranded it to something else. But people have been giving me weird answers. One person got it right. That was Space 99. Somebody wrote a Revenge of Carrot Top. And somebody says, dude, you desperately need a new TV. And one guy wrote, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for a new TV for you. That shit is from 1886. The TV's actually 1978, 77, 78. I don't know how long it was sitting in the store. I bought it. My parents bought it in Newfoundland. And we moved down in 77, 78. So they shortly, when we had the house built, they bought that TV. So, yeah, it's not that old. They didn't have TVs back in the 1886. So, yeah. Somebody asked me if I had a clicker with it. I do have a clicker for the TV. The on and off switch is, this is the clicker. Yeah, so this is the clicker for the turn the TV on and off. I can't turn the TV on and off with a switch. As the TV was flipped over twice by a half brother of mine, and there's some problems with the on and off switch. I can turn it off with the switch, but it acts a little funky when you do that. So I've got the it's just an on and off switch. I don't have any cable in here. I just use DVDs, VHS tapes that I still have floating around. I gave away a whole bunch of tapes a little while ago, probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I used to tape everything. I had the animated Spider-Man animated series. I had all the Ninja Turtles, the 2004 on tape. I had almost the whole series, and then they start putting them out on DVD. So I've got the whole run of the 2004 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think that's a compliment, not a compliment, accomplishment to get all those DVDs. So yeah, I worked hard. There was a store called Zellers, which is a Canadian store, and I went and was buying them whenever I could see them come out. And I think the only ones I don't got all of them is Forward in Time. I think it's Forward in Time, the series. And I think it's Back to the Sewers or something, after they left the future and came back to present time. That's the only ones I don't have. And I never watched them on TV. But I had 2004, 2003, 2004 Ninja Turtles was the best. And the animation was really good. They felt more like the Mirage comics. Storylines. They weren't goofy, like the first version of the Ninja Turtles cartoons. And yeah. Actually, you spend a lot, when I look back at it, buying these tapes all those years ago, they were costly. Games. I remember paying $60 to $70 for a NES game that it would come out, and movies and stuff. can't remember quite the highest price I paid for a VHS tape. They did drop down. They were, around 10, 15 bucks, but sometimes you get one that just got released and they were like $35. There was I remember when I first saw a VCR, I was living in Newfoundland, and I wanted to buy Conan the Barbarian. And that, I went and asked him how much it was, and he said $100. And but when they got down to around 15 or 25, that's when I started buying them. But you gotta, the way new technology's in, you gotta get rid of the old stuff. I like the old stuff. I've hooked up Blu-ray player to the old TV. I use Bluetooth on my Walkman. I got the headphones right here. These are Bluetooth enabled headphones, and I have. That's not the one, but I use something similar to this to put on the Walkman to transmit a signal. And yeah. Oh, there it is. Whoa. I'm losing everything. All right. And yeah, this is the transmitter that I use. So yeah, it comes with a cord. I think the cord that I had on the other one actually fits on this because I don't like I don't like this square one here. It doesn't work. I can't get it to work. It won't transmit. I paid only a couple bucks for it. This is the best one I find to use. It came from Canada. So, yeah. So I still use old technology and stuff, I gotta try to find the cord for that one. But yeah, back to the Ninja Turtles. They were they took off, like they exploded. I don't think the guys were expecting that, and I imagine it changed the world completely, and just to see your stuff living on like this, eventually, your legacy is going to last forever, way past your lifespan, I think it'd be cool to see your own concept up on the big screen, or even the small screen, like an animated series or something like that, I don't know. Has anybody here ever had any of their stuff on the big screen? Any creators here watching? It'd be kind of cool to go and see an animated series on something that you created. And, just be sitting there. I would just probably be awed, going like, wow, I've hit the big time or something like that. Even if there was no money coming in, it would be kind of cool to see an animated thing of your character, or a movie, a live action movie or something like that. As long as it's good. You don't want something that's going to put you to sleep, kind kind of like a couple movies I used to see in the past. So there was a movie called Cyborg and stuff like that, which were kind of put you to sleep. What are the best comic book / superhero? Doesn't have to be superhero, could be anything. What do you think is the best animated series that's out there or has been out there? What is the best that you've seen? Like my favorites are like Mystery Men. I love the Iron Man movie. You got any independents that maybe you like? I like the Ninja Turtles. Tank Girl was okay. I did like the Judge Dredd with. I'm trying to think of his name. He is Urban, I think his name is Urban Keith or Keith Urban. It's Urban Keith. Anyway, he's the guy who plays Bones McCoy. Let's see if I can find him. That's Keith Urban. Keith Urban. Yeah, it was 2012. It's been that long since that movie was out. That was that was a long time ago. That was like 8 years ago. He was the best Judge Dredd. He's a pretty good actor. I like some of the stuff. He was in a show called Almost Human. I rewatched the first season. Love that movie. But what is your favorite independent comic book movie? Put it in the comments here. We can discuss about it. Like I said, Judge Dredd, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that first movie back in the 90s. Wasn't too fussy about Turtles 2. 3 was a little bit better, but it looked like they lost a lot of money on budget. The Turtles didn't look as good as they did in the first movie. Mystery Men was another favorite of mine. And are you excited to see an independent book get recognition? I think on the Umbrella Academy. Well, that's from Dark Horse. Is that Dark Horse or is that Image? So on. Umbrella Academy. I haven't watched the second season yet. The first season I loved. I thought it was really good. It was quirky, but it didn't want to make me turn it off because it was too wacky. Let's see. Yeah, Dark Horse. It's Dark Horse. Dark Horse publishes that. Dark Horse had some really good stuff come out. Hellboy is part of Dark Horse. The Mask, that's another one. I don't know if would you call Dark Horse an independent, small independent? because they have quite a few books out. I call somebody independent if they maybe did one book, um, and they started that way. It was just the artist and the artist, writer, whoever's working on the project together, and then it hits big. They're independent, like a Dave Sim, is independent who does Service the Aardvark. But this here that number of issues is 24 out of the Umbrella Academy, 19 plus 4 short stories and one shot issue. So what do you think of independent movies? What's your favorite? That's got to be from an independent comic book. Who is your favorite that came out? Once it comes out on movies, it comes out on games, and it comes out on all kinds of stuff. But what movie is your favorite? Let me know in the comments so we can kind of discuss here about it. And who do you think made it big from a small time publisher to a success in the independent department? Like Men in Black, that was an independent comic book. I think they only published 4 issues. I think that one might have been a Dark Horse 2 book. But the guy who created it disappeared. Maybe the Men in Black got him, brought up the little flashy thing and knocked him out, So, sorry, I'm just looking for some here. That's some part of my computer. This might be it. Sorry, I need to charge up my, yeah, there we go. I found my charger thing. I got so many wires around here. Wires for the microphone. I've got a couple of these USB splitters, and I got one in the back of the computer, one in the front. I'll have to replace the one in the front soon. It's been giving me some problems. Yeah, but I needed to charge up my Bluetooth device thing. But tell me, what independent comic book that went out there that's one of your favorites? Let me know. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the typing there. I'm just trying to type some here for Facebook. But here's the question. What is your favorite independent comic book movie? Is it Ninja Turtles? Is it Tank Girl? Is it Judge Dredd? What is your favorite? Let me know. I want to hear your opinions. Why do you find why is it your favorite? Have you watched it a lot? What does usually count as your favorite? That you watched it maybe more than 20 times? Oops. Yeah, I gotta leave stuff off the tray where everything likes to fall down, so. Tell me what your favorite is. What is your favorite independent book? Movie, Uh, is it The Mask? Hellboy? Now maybe if we go and strip it down rather than publishers like Kevin Eastman and Pierre Laird, how many movies are out there that are independent that's on the big screen? And going to be working on some more pages soon, and trying to get that done. All right, and so yeah, I got some stuff I want to publish too after I get the Indiegogo going. Once I introduce the Mad Burger, I've got a story, a 3-part story that's been done a long time ago, called the 2992. You can tell by the title what year I made that story. I've got about 3 issues already drawn. That's going to come out too. I'm quite excited about projects I have planned. Definitely want to bring this guy over here into the world again and try to get him published so you can have it in your hands. I've been working on that story for a very, very, very long time. Yeah, keep pointing to the wrong side. This guy right here. It's a 3-part story. We'll see if we can do a 4th. But it's going to be graphic novels. And the other one is going to be a 3-part mini-series. Probably be in color. I want to start playing with colors and stuff. So, now what determines you to go out and buy an independent book? What do you look for? The cover? Do you look at the insides? What is your factor of buying a comic book, or even funding? What do you look at when you go in? Go in to fund a book. What do you look at? Do you look at the art? Is it the paper quality? Do you really care about paper quality? Would you like to see it printed in like newsprint, high gloss paper? Color. Are you that kind of a person that will go out and buy a comic book? You won't buy it unless it's in color, because you're a more modern person. This is what the words I get from my dad about photography, because I take a lot of I do a lot of photography, and I'll put stuff in black and white because I feel it gives the atmosphere with black and white. He doesn't agree with me because black and white only existed shortly after he was born. I think that was back in the 1800s or something like that. But what is your opinion on black and white comic books? Or color, do you only buy colored comic books, or do you buy black and white comic books? Does paper stock matter to you, or do you just worry about it's just a good story? Or you like the artwork? That's usually my let's see, I still got this on. Yeah. Yeah, so what do you determine for you to buy a comic book? Do you like do you determine on, like, when you flip through the cover, through the pages, is it color that you look for? Is it paper stock? Or is it maybe a cool letter page that's there, or is the art that usually grabs you when you buy a comic book? And it's usually the cover that catches for me, and then I look through it. I like a good comic book store that I can go into. I can browse the the pages, and then that determines if I am going to buy that book. And yeah, I like the because I don't usually read the comic book in the store. I usually flip through it. I do it quickly. I can read the story by just looking at the pictures, but I like to take it home and then read it through, read the dialogue, the captions and stuff like that. But if the story flows really well for me, that's usually determines when I buy the book. I like the artwork. The artwork catches my eye. It's different. I've bought a lot of comic books just on the cover sometimes. But if I know that this, like right now, I have a pull list, which when I get my books, I don't have any time to look through them. So I just pay for them and take them home. But when I go into a comic book store and I see it on the shelf, I'll look at the book, I'll flip through it, and if the art is good, then that's what I buy. So what do you have the same way of thinking, or do you just buy the title because that's something that you like? Paper, is it the paper stock? Is it the artist, that you usually buy this stuff on? So, now, what is the coolest independent movie that you've saw too? And I'll just close this off because I'm being looking too much at Facebook. I can't be doing two or three things at a time, and then I'm going so Yeah, take this off again. It's getting too hot with this thing on. It's made out of, I don't know what it's made out of, but it's make my scalp. Look at it, making my mess of my hair. I probably got more hair than the Ethan Van Sciver does. Yeah, I was watching one of his videos this morning. He was going through his mail and stuff. He just had a birthday. So happy birthday, Ethan. I already said it to you on your Facebook wall, but I don't know if you ever watched this. So I'll probably be staying on for a little bit longer unless somebody comes in and starts chatting with me. I'm just trying to type here. You guys can always watch this later on. Don't have to do it live, but I like doing it live. I like the interaction with people. I've had a few people come on. Yeah, so what is your decision for buying a comic book? If you're a comic book fan, if you're not a comic book fan, tell me why you don't like comic books. Yeah, what is your one of the questions is what is your favorite indie movie, indie comic that made into a movie or TV show? And what's the factor of making you buy a comic book when you go into the store? I've got I can not talk. Oops, I can't spell. I can't talk and I can't spell today. I hate these things that pop up because they trying to talk about something in the comments and it. So what's that factor that makes you buy a comic book? What is the factor? Is it the cover? Is it the artwork inside? Is it the creative team? What is that factor that makes you buy that comic book? Yeah, what is that? And what is your favorite indie comic that's made into a movie? That's funny. I just made a comment on my own comment page here. One took me to Facebook, and no, I thought maybe I typed it in Facebook. But this one's going on YouTube. I don't know if anybody's seen the comments that are coming up that I'm putting in. But what is your favorite indie comic that was made into a movie, and what factor that made you buy a comic book? Is it the cover? Is it the creative team? Let's get the discussion going here. I'd like to know what is your favorite indie movie? Is it Ninja Turtles, Tank Girl, Judge Dredd? And who's the best Judge Dredd? Is it Stallone? Or is it the other guy, Keith Urban? Who is your favorite Dredd? Maybe we can talk about who's your favorite Doctor Who. Well, because I'm a Doctor Who fan too. Is it Tennant? Is it Smith? And is it? I think it's 10 is the angry one when they relaunched it. Maybe it was 9. Maybe it was 9. I'm getting the numbers confused. Baker is my favorite. He's number 4. So I'm not too fussy about the new Doctor Who with Jodie Whittaker is her name, I think. I'm not fussy about that Doctor Who. I did like 11 and 12, and like the Matt Smith, and just I just don't like the way they've done this one. Peter Capaldi was really good. Matt Smith was really good. I did kind of like David Tennant. I have only seen a few episodes with William Hartnell in it. Peter Davison, I've seen a few of those. Somebody's got it listed here as Roland Atkins, Doctor Who. Did he ever appear in Doctor Who? Don't know. Christopher Eccleston. I liked him. That first season, it was a little goofy, but got a little bit better as it went on with Tennant a little bit. Matt Smith. Just like I said, I can't say enough about him. There is one guy that was here. What's his name? I think it's Colin Baker. His son was in the show Gotham, and I couldn't believe how much John Petrie. His son was in Gotham, and had they brought him to do a Doctor Who thing, he would pull it off because he would look just like his dad. That's what I thought, So, there's different Doctor. Paul McCann. He's another favorite of mine. I liked him in the. It was the American version of Doctor Who. And I thought he did a good job. It was just too bad it was just one movie. Sylvester, he got he had a bit of a run on Doctor Who, but when he did the movie with Paul McCann, his Doctor Who was kind of shortened kind of quickly to introduce Paul McCann. It was quite violent too, how this doctor passed on, But who do you think would make a good doctor? There were some suggestions that I'm trying to think of his name. The actor who plays in Lucifer would be perfect for a doctor. But I don't really like the first female doctor. She's the 13th Doctor, so I'm not too. I just I refuse to watch anymore. I'm done with if the 12th Doctor was it for me. I just I'm done with Doctor Who. Just probably I like to get some. I don't have any DVDs on Tom Baker and the early stuff, so I like to see what the earlier stuff is like. It's probably too goofy. Probably when you're a kid you could probably handle it, but I still think that Matt Smith was Tom Baker was my first Doctor, but Matt Smith was my favorite. I did like Tennant, and I did like Peter Capaldi. He was a pretty good doctor, but nice that they give him some better scripts. But any of those your favorites? River Song and Matt Smith, that they just worked great together. I liked a lot of her stories with Matt Smith. Amy Pond. The introduction of Matt Smith and Amy Pond. That was fun to watch. Their interaction. They had a good chemistry with them and Rory. They had some really. I think they had some really good stories with him. And Peter, he didn't get a chance to. I don't know. Spread his wings. He loved the character so much. But it's been long going. It's over almost 60 years that they've been doing Doctor Who. I had a bit of a break there for a while until they came back with Christopher Eccleston. But I liked him as the angry doctor. And he should have been in that movie they did, the anniversary. I guess they don't pay him very well to be on this show. And that they want to move on to other bigger things, I find a lot of their stuff is too short on the show. So I'm going to try to finish off this page today. I take it off the drawing table. I've got to go back and redraw some from the book. I originally had drawn somebody in my book as a character. He doesn't talk or anything. But I need to look for somebody else to draw in. So I'm going through my photography pictures of bands and stuff. So I'm trying to find somebody that I can throw in. I might keep the other guy, but we had a little bit of dispute. So I got to take him out. And I do have another page that I was going to throw in. It's an adult page. I'm trying to aim my book for kids. And so I'd like to have it kid friendly. Try not to keep I did have nudity in my first book. But let me see. I got the book here. I see. Oh, look at that. I opened up to the page. So this is the page, the offensive page. Yeah, that might go back in because I have a 2-page spread of that. I've drawn it a little bit better. But I don't want people to be offended by Max Burger. I want it to be for all ages, There's the original print in newsprint. So I have plenty of these. So if you want to buy any of this, I'll sign it for you. I even do a sketch for you for free if you buy a book off my eBay page. I'll sign it. I'll do a sketch on the cover for you. I think some of the paper is standing up fairly well. Now, I've gone through some of the books. Some of them are turning yellow. They're newsprint. They're 32 years old, 31 or 32. Yeah, 31 years old. So they're made out of newsprint. So they're expected to turn yellow. They weren't very good newsprint. When I tried to do the second book, I asked them to print them on better paper, but they ended up putting them on newsprint. And I had talked to the printer in the late 90s, and he says, well, if you're going to reprint them, what I should have done was reprint them because I've run out of number 2s. And I wish I still had number 2s. And I'm gonna have to contact Dave Sim, and ask him what happened to Brittany. If I can get my negatives or my plates. But yeah, you can order Max Burger off eBay. That'll be helping me out, and then I can get these out of my basement. You can even buy boxes. I have boxes that are unopened, and you can buy boxes. Just let me know. So, the hour goes fast, and I wasn't going to talk too much today. But I've had no comments here about your favorite indie comic book that was made into a movie, or what factor makes you buy a comic book. Let me know in the comments so we can chat about this. If you're not a comic book fan, or if you're a movie fan or something, let me know. We can have a chat here. You got any questions about me doing my artwork, my schedule, or anything like that? And we can discuss about that. Now, I do see people coming in and out. Shouldn't let that affect me because I don't really care. But if you comment, that I do matter about that. So I'd like to know your opinion. We talked about Doctor Who here. Clara Oswald. What did you think of her? She was okay for a bit, but towards the end, she kind of got, It looks like there was the best master, it would be the female master, because I liked her. I know the last guy before her I didn't like too much. And the new guy, I am not really fussy about. And why did he go back to being a male if this was going to be unless they're painting that males are bad, Now, here's the thing that threw everything off was the War Doctor, John Hurt. He had a lot of parts. I remember seeing him. I believe he was in Remo Williams, and he was in Hellboy. He was Hellboy's dad. He did an absolutely beautiful job in Hellboy. And I think he passed away. I'm not sure. Did John Hurt pass away? I think he passed away a little while ago. Yeah, 2017. So he died about 3 years ago. He was born in 1940. His career spanned more than 50 years. Yeah, he was really good. Maybe that was his last part being, he was in 1984 too. He was in Aliens, The Elephant Man, V for Vendetta. Wow. So he had a lot of roles, So I think I'm going to call the stream that it doesn't seem like we're having a lot of interaction today, but I'm enjoying coming on here and chatting with you people. It seems like when I'm about to go, somebody comes online to check out the video. Say hi. Let me know who you are before I take off here. Got to run out for a bit. I got to go and take my. I got to run down to the repair guy and take this down to the repair guy for my VCR DVD player to get fixed. Yeah, say hi before I take off. Don't go leaving the line here. I just say hi and let me know that you're here. Yeah, so or answer one of the questions here. What is your favorite indie comic that was made into a movie? Or what factor makes you buy a comic book? I'll stay on a little longer if you chat with me. That's gets me talking a little bit more than kind of like and him and him and whom. I even put in my hat if I get more people coming in and chatting with me. You like the hat on me? Oh, I just scared you off. But yeah, I got to do it like the radio shows because radio people on the radios, they don't know if somebody's not listening to them or listening or not listening to them. And yeah, maybe I should stop looking at my screen. If I can close this thing off, I'd love to be able to close this thing off. I just it doesn't look like I can close that off. But yeah, I'm going to take off, people. Gotta leave and do some stuff. So anyway, everybody have a good day. It's been nice chatting with you. Tip my hat off to you. Oh, look at that. Got my hair messed. And so everybody take care. You have a wonderful day. And we'll see you later on. I'm going to try to get on for an afternoon show. All right. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.